What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of BoomJamGaming with MediEvil. I hope that someday soon we can get back to Resident Evil as well. Because those would be perfect right about now, don't you think? Anyway, we're gonna fight the Pumpkin King. But, well, the Pumpkin Serpent. Or whatever. Give me a moment. So, what do you call it? The water situation that I mentioned in the last episode. I took my dog out for walkies. And, there was someone in a hole in the ground working on things. And there was a neighbor outside talking to someone on the phone about how their water is off. So I'm like, okay, so it is definitely a main problem, it's not us. And someone's already working on it, I guess. The point is, nothing I can do. Nothing I can worry about. It does mean that no one in the house can take a shower. And it means we have to be careful about the bathroom usage, but... oh well. Hopefully they'll be back on soon. The Pumpkin Serpent. The root of all pumpkin evil. Squash that squash and rid Galamir of this seedy menace once and for all. Good thing I have a giant hammer. Shit. I don't really know what's happening. Hey, a book.
It is rumored that the Pumpkin Witch is in possession of a much sought-after dragon gem. If you have a witch talisman, you could summon this kindly witch.
Ooh, a dragon gem. Well, I do have a witch talisman. Oh, there she is. Presumably. A dragon talisman. Or a dragon
Greetings, kind sir. I am the Pumpkin Witch. I'm like a mother to those pumpkins. I give them all the love and care a young fruit could ever ask for. From the moment they first push a shoot above the soil, right up until their heads
well,
are
I can't
cut
poop
off and
into an empty
eaten.
bottle.
And look, see how they repay me, running around and causing mischief. That nasty old big pumpkin has a bad influence on the young seedlings. If you teach him a lesson in manners, I might give you a nice present.
Okay. I can do that. He's done the best lesson in manners they've ever gotten. Seven pods remain.
The King Pumpkin sleeps. If you want an audience with this regal plant, you should mash all of his pod sacks.
Pod sacks. I'm a jockey king, the pumpkin king, now victory follow. In this town, it's gone, no one heavy, the pumpkin song, Fish did it. Soul shield. That's correct. We must fight his balls. Und sen vi gets the dragon gem, ja. This is Halloween, everybody makes scene. Everybody make a scene. Ja. Mein Strosel. I don't know. That's probably him. Oh. Empty. Whoa, the chalice. Forgot for a second that I had a magic sword. Oh no, his balls are back. Going to have to be very careful. He's back to full health. I know, this time. Oh, he looks so awesome. Oh cool, he killed his own pumpkin minion. Or maybe I did. Hooray.
A most edifying spectacle, sir. Man and vegetable in a magnificent duel to the death. Oh, I've come over all of a doodah. Here, have this lovely dragon gem as your reward. Oh, lovely majestic creatures dragons are.
Cool, but what does it do? There's something. Oh yeah, the positive. Okay, that's the exit. Which means probably in the well is the, chalice. Partial to the potions. I'm getting a lot of trophies. The Hall of Heroes. What do you guys think? Money? I feel like it's gonna be money. Oh, interesting. That's a nice shield. Ooh, a proper bow. A magic sword.
Look at you running around in your bones, Fortescue. Your soul never dead. I, Ravenhooves, last prince of the centaurs, have not galloped the earth in over 10,000 years. Do yourself a favor, Fortescue. Take my longbow, more powerful than a crossbow. The option of flaming arrows, it is truly the weapon of noblemen. Congratulations! You don't quite have my breeding, Mr. Johnny-come-lately, but there's hope for you yet.
Cool. I got a longbow. There's only one way to test if those arrows are flaming. Oh, by standard arrows. Okay. Guess I won't be able to buy flaming arrows until the game lets me. Just got a spear though. It seems kind of mean to replace the spear with a bow already. I haven't even used the spears yet. I guess really what I'm doing is I'm getting ready for an enemy where I'm going to need to use a lot of ranged attacks. The sleeping village. The town was once so lively. What is the opposite of lively? Deadly? Yes, that is what this town is now. Looks kind of like Beast from Beauty and the Beast, and it's got a rose in its mouth, so that's a neat little visual. Okay.
Poor villagers. The master possesses them. It mustn't hurt them. Hurt guards, though. They seek out an object of great power.
That makes sense. Enemies, zombies.
These guys were fashionably undead before it was fashionable to be undead. Your brain may have long since rotted, but that won't stop them from eating it. Just a few chops should do them in. Be careful not to miss. Oh, that would be embarrassing. These guardian gargoyles aren't much for conversation, and don't ask to hear their singing voice, unless you're into rock and roll. Ba-doom-tsh.
Wow. I love this shit.
These once good-natured pumpkins fell victim to the Pumpkin King's toxic influence. They're still tasty, if you can convince them not to murder you, but perhaps you should think about things from their perspective. Well, how would you feel if someone wanted to scoop out your brains and carve a big, goofy smile across your face? Fresh off the vine, these baby boomers are in too much of a hurry to grow up. They can't wait to spread their pumpkin seed. These rats seem harmless, but they have tiny fingers, and they're probably plotting something terrible. Each rat you squish is an act of treason against the mighty Rat King, Derek. Hypnotized citizens of a once thriving town. They'll happily invite you in for tea, but if they ask to borrow a shovel, you should probably decline. Blacksmith's Monthly. Old man Willie Green of Gallowstown was awarded Smithy of the Season by our readers. His outstanding casts have produced many intricate and hard-wearing iron goods and sculptures. Willie only uses the finest of metals in his work, and is particularly noted for his magnificent busts. Old man Willie was quoted as saying, "Aye, when I get pumping on me bellows, there's no stopping me. It's all in the rhythm, up and down, up and down. I've always been inspired by the stories of Stanya Ironhewer, the greatest smithy there ever was."
I have no idea if this does anything. Let's see. It's been a long time since I played. Hmm. Hey. It's just something that I have to come back to later. But I'm also not supposed to kill the town people. Oh shit. That child is... dangerous. Yeah, I'm not supposed to kill the townsfolk because apparently it detracts from my chalice. I just realized, how did I drown? I don't have lungs.
The rune key is held aloft by the flow of water from the fountain. You may have to wait for the next drought. The moon ruin. Where do I put it?
I could stand to turn on my lamp. How am I at 61%? No, I haven't killed anything. Go away, small, crazed child. I do not have time for your tickets. Goodbye. I guess they keep giving me clubs in case I've never gotten a chalice.
Bust of Mr. Shanks, landlord of the Troll's Head. To clean the statue, lower the pedestal.
Maybe to do that I need this Earth Talisman. Yes. That looks to be the case. Landlord bust.
Comrades, tear this place apart. If we don't find the shadow artifact, Lord Zarek will have us mucking out the demons for the next millennium.
Don't worry. No, we won't. Boiler guards. Zarok's mechanical goon squad developed deep in the city of madness, although manufactured in China, of course.
Zarok's mechanical goon squad developed deep in the city of madness, although manufactured in China, of course. That coal in their stomach fuels them, whilst also cooking up a mean brisket.
Nice. Oh. Blitz. Pull the lever. Maybe it has something to do with Chaos Rune, Just found the Chaos Rune. Now I go into the library.
History of Gallowmere, Volume 2. Rumors of ill-doing and dark deeds abounded through the land of Gallowmere. It was whispered that Zarok had employed the aid of shadowy demons to help build a vast castle. Under the cover of night, Zarok's dark army spilled forth from their corrupt haven. The army marched south across the Silver Mountains and through the Silver Woods. Soon afterwards, even the Pumpkin Lands belonged to Zarok. The folk of Gallows Town cried out for help. Save us, good King Peregrine. Retaliation was swift and violent. King Peregrine's forces, led by the brave Sir Fortescue, drove Zarok's army back from Gallows Town. Oh, there was much rejoicing, but the war was not yet over. History of Gallowmere, Volume 1. During the dark time that was Gallowmere's not too distant past, it was King Peregrine who thwarted Xerok the Necromancer and his plan to enslave the land. Xerok, once the king's mage, had fallen out of favor with the ruler for conducting outlandish experiments on the bodies of the dead. It was said that deep within Peregrine Castle, the dead were restless. The dead are to be honored, not kept as the playthings of alchemists, declared King Peregrine as he banished Xerok from the castle. All of Xerok's living dead were routed out and destroyed. Xerok, being an unforgiving soul, went into hiding and vowed to wreak his revenge on the king. History of Gallowmere, Volume 3. News that Xerok's army had now taken the Floodlands caused much concern. From this vantage point, Xerok could march west to take the Enchanted Forest. This sacred place would prove a bitter defeat if it fell into the hands of the evil sorcerer. It was Sir Dan Fortescue who once again led the king's militia to rid the demon host from the land. Yet the evil wizard was cunning and had prepared an ambush. Titanic battle ensued, of which history has never seen the like. It is said that the day would have gone to Xerok, but for the skill and valor of one man. Fortescue led the charge deep into the massed ranks of the undead, felling Xerok's bodyguard, the fearful Lord Kodok, and before finally succumbing to his own mortal wounds, slew the traitorous sorcerer with a mighty sweep of his sword.
That sounds pretty gallant, I don't know.
Volume 4. The forces of evil were destroyed, but at a terrible price. None but a handful of the king's militia returned from that field. Gallowmere lost a whole generation of young men that day, including Canny Tim, the legendary crossbowman, and Fortescue's second-in-command, who fell in the first volley of arrows. Xerok's body was never found, though if it lies unmourned in an unmarked grave, then no one in Gallowmere would shed a tear. The shadow demons that had fallen under Xerok's banner were unnatural creatures that did not belong in the world of mortal men. The king declared that they be banished, entombed under the pure earth of the enchanted earth. Imprisoned within an impregnable box of the king's design, the demons were buried deep underground. Their tomb was sealed with a magical device that has since come to be known as the Shadow Artifact. Tourist's Guide to Gallowmere, Part 1. The land of Gallowmere is a wondrous land of breathtaking sights and adventure. If it's beauty you are looking for, be sure to check out the sights of the Enchanted Forest. Scale the heights and see the nests of giant dragon birds. Seek out weird and wonderful plant life. Go ooh and ah at the sight of baby dragon toads splashing about in the crystal clear ponds. Why not take a walk through the Pumpkin Valley? Pumpkin is Gallowmere's favorite dish, and about now the valley is just bulging under the weight of young podlings awaiting harvest. Tourist Guide to Gallowmere, Part 2. If it's mystery you're looking for, then the seasoned adventurer should travel to the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Yes, this is the fortress from which the fabled King Peregrine once hailed. It is said that the king's crown was lost in the dungeons below the castle, and that the ghost of the regent himself now haunts these cold stone passageways. Spooky. Why not take the swamps and seek out the mythical town of Mellowmead? This place was once said to be a place of fantastical arcane alchemy, but an age has passed since it was consumed by the murky swamps. Perhaps great treasure awaits any adventurer that can locate its watery resting place. Heroes from History, a retrospective. Chapter 1. In addition to being the strongest man who ever lived, Stanier Ironhewer was unsurpassed in his skill as a blacksmith. He was equally happy pounding on his anvil at home as he was pounding on someone's head in battle. It was said that his only fear
Honestly,
was
I thought
the
he was going
end
to say
of the
pounding
village
his wife.
smithy as the focus of manufacture in favor of more centralized units. As if.
Chapter 2. Born a humble peasant to
Chapter
one of
2.
them.
Born a humble peasant to one of the nomadic tribes from the Eastlands, Bloodmanoth Skullcleaver gathered an army of horsemen and swept over half the civilized world. When he finally died, attempting a single-handed attack on a garrison in the north while armed only with a spike on his helmet, he was the richest and most powerful peasant of his day.
Wow.
Chapter 3. Carl Sterngard spent most of his formative years under siege at his family castle. With his impregnable magic shield, Sterngard's motto was, the best form of attack is defense. Sadly, his shield couldn't protect him against poor eating habits, and he died during a post-battle feast while swallowing a large sausage he had failed to chew.
Nice.
Chapter 4. Truly the hero's hero. Woden the Mighty was fearless, single-minded, and uncompromising. Unbeaten in combat, he inspired raw fear in friends and enemies alike, not to mention in close family members and pets. Chapter 5. Trained from birth in all forms of combat, Imanzi Shongama was the warrior queen of a tribe of Amazons. The bold and the beautiful Shongama banished all males from her territory, except the handful she kept on to mow the lawns of her people.
Oh yeah, mow the lawns all right.
Chapter 6. A full-time mother and homemaker, Megwin Stormbinder had to defend her settlement from barbarian raiders while the menfolk were away on a hunting trip. She fought off repeated attacks, armed only with a pitchfork and a rolling pin, and with one arm holding her baby. Legend has it that the gods, impressed by her indomitable courage, intervened and added thunderbolts to her arsenal. She won the battle with a couple of bolts to spare on her husband when he finally returned. Chapter 7. Dirk Steadfast was a fearsome opponent thanks to his magic sword and a firmly held belief that only women defend themselves. Real men are always on the attack. He was a friend and contemporary of Carl Sterngard, and was with him even to the end. It was whilst Steadfast was explaining his views on Sterngard's shield during a feast that the latter had his tragic and inexplicable accident.
Wow. The sausage was a little too big.
Chapter 8. Descended from the finest centaur bloodstock, Ravenhooves the Archer was the last prince of his people. A proud and haughty aristocrat, he was an accomplished hunter, sportsman, duelist, playboy, raconteur, and 3 times Derby winner. Chapter 9. Captain of the militia in the time of King Peregrine, Sir Daniel Fortescue found fame when he killed the renegade wizard Zerok. A career soldier raised in the royal household, he was adored by the men under his command, and renowned for his loyalty to Gallowmere. It was said that Fortescue was always destined for greatness, With his square jaw, steely gaze, and thick shock of hair as black as raven's wings, oh, he looked every inch the hero.
And now here I am, one eye, bald, and jawless.
To whom it may concern, I must make haste, for Xeroc's men will be here within the hour. I have taken the crucifix from the church. It is the key to a key. I used the cross to make the attached cast. Then I had it destroyed. It is my hope that this cast falls into the hands of a just and good hero. Signed, the town mayor.
Okay, now we gotta get back to the blacksmith shop. This is not the blacksmith shop. But I think I know now what I must do. Found the crucifix.
A crucifix once
I think
stood
that
here,
filled
but
and
the
ran out at the same
mayor
time.
took it. Find a replacement and see how the church should really look. Dear Sir or Madam, on my travels across Galania, I have come across many mysterious and enchanting finds. However, that which filled me with deepest dread was discovery of the tomb of the shadow demons. The key to their dank prison, the mysterious shadow artifact, is now in my possession. Yours fearfully, the town mayor.
Oh no. The fool. Rats in a church. Exploring area. Curiouser and curiouser. Aha! I must climb on rooftop. Like a true adventurer. So there's a chalice. These are broken bricks. Not that way, apparently. Is this the key? Ah, the chimney. I mean, me neither, in so much as Jar Jar is annoying. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just now noticing your use of the word humorous. Oh, wait, this might be the door? Okay. Bullshit.
Capture that greedy profiteer, the town mayor. Take him to the asylum dungeons. Give the fat boy a good going over. Locate the shadow artifact. Bring me back something nice.
The chalice? Oh no, don't worry, I'm not gonna forget the chalice. Chalice is like first and foremost on my mind. I need that cup. The Hall of the Heroes awaits. Oh yeah. And then we have to go fight the demons, the shadow demons. on the cold ground. Well, we got equipment twice in a row. Let's see if we're lucky.
Back and forth like a supernatural yo-yo. Maybe the master will make it harder to find those magic egg cups.
Ooh, or maybe fire arrows. Wouldn't that be nice, hmm? Hello.
Ah, Herr Fortescue. You are back on the battlefield, yeah? This is good. People say to me, Stungard, what do you think of this sword or that axe? But I say to them, nein! Modern warfare is a question of science, the science of shields. I think maybe you should take my shield, yeah? It is magic, Herr Fortescue. Some say it is better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I say to you that this is rubbish! So long as you use it properly, the shield will make you invincible!
I feel like that wasn't the appropriate response, but... hey, whatever. I have a magic shield. To protect me from being put into the cold ground. Okay, cool. We can repair this shield, so... well, we have the shadow artifact. Let's go mess up those demons. I think. And this time we're ready for the frogs. Because we have arrows. The thing is, the dude didn't set him up for that line. He didn't say, don't you agree? He just said, he just said that his shield was better than a sword, and that was it. Ah.
Like a giant magpie, the dragon bird sits upon its hoard of stolen treasures. High above the trees, you will find a nest. Oh, those eggs are worth their weight in gold.
Ah. Well, yeah. Counts. Makes him a run-of-the-mill fool. I didn't realize the shield was glowing. Kinda awesome. Awesome. No. Jumping Jehoshaphat. Ooh, a treasure. There we go. Fully charged. Criminal scum. Okay, now where were those fellas interred? Here, perhaps? Was it over here? No, this is how we came in. More or less.
None shall enter. The shadow demons are entombed within.
Sir Dan, you must take the Shadow Demon Talisman. It is an unholy relic, but it may allow you to progress through Shadow Demon territory.
Sure. That was neat. The Shadow Talisman. Oh, it's a chalice. Oh yeah, indeed.
What have you done? Once again, the shadow demons are wreaking havoc across the land, and it's all thanks to you. The single most destructive and wretched creatures in the history of the world, and you've given them an early parole. They will be heading for the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Galamir is doomed.
Oops. Oopsie poop.
What have you done?
Oh shit. Shadow demons.
Some of the most evil, murderous critters ever to blight the land. Thankfully, they were locked away in a hermetically sealed vault by a great hero hundreds of years ago. Don't worry, we're safe. Only a complete fool would ever set them free. Oh, please tell me you didn't. Some of the most evil, murderous critters ever to blight the land. Can you imagine how boring it would be to be a sentient being, wise even, and be stuck permanently to a brick wall? No wonder these guys are grumpy. They pass time by eavesdropping, gossiping, and bad-mouthing any bizarre-looking adventures that might pass by. Even in medieval times, there were vending machines designed to part a foolish hero from his gold. Clever customers may qualify for a discount. Just don't ask the merchant how he acquires his wares. The mightiest heroes of Galamir are awarded a place in the Hall of Heroes. It's an exclusive club. This formidable serpent was somehow lured into a tiny chest and trapped by men working for King Peregrine. Probably it must have been a magic chest, because really, this is one huge serpent to fit in such a small box. But anyhow, the king believed he had imprisoned the evil serpent of Galamir, when in fact it was kindly serpent Lord Cole Katura that he had unboxed. Katura is probably going to have a big hug for whoever sets him free, and an ever tighter one for their enemies. This formidable serpent was somehow lured into winner of the jolliest switch in Galamir for the fourth consecutive year. Winner of the jolliest switch in Galamir Award for the fourth consecutive year. Wartilda actually runs a successful potions business and makes cool cheddar from her pumpkin spice profiteering. The other witches are secretly jealous. Once part of the infamous Cemetery Hill Coven, Imelda was ostracized by her sisters when she refused to stop using the communal cauldron to prepare her notoriously pungent lunchtime brews. She now resides in the Enchanted Earth, where no one complains. Or at least if they do, she just turns them into a toad, and seriously, do not lick those toes. A proud and fair race,
Lord.
the fairies were rulers of the underground world until that fateful day when the Ant Queen invaded their turf. Honestly, we don't know why the ants have them imprisoned, but for some reason, fairy magic doesn't seem to work against ants. Seems odd to me, but hey, I don't make the rules.
Sir Daniel Fortescue. Nice. Well, I'm proud of you. Oh. Money, money. Yes. Someone remind me where the chalice is. This way? We go. Bag of gold. Give me that cup. I want it. I need it. You can drink from it, and it'll never spill. Oh man, you know what? I need to rewatch the Dexter's Lab episode that they played the indie. One of like 2 episodes where he had friends over. Those characters were very short-lived. Squats. I am very proud of you for doing 50 squats. Excellent work. Minutes. Okay, I did not mean to run off the edge there. You did miss the stained glass demon, I'm sorry to say. And he looks really good in this remake. I mean, if you want, I can go back and fight him again. I don't give a shit. First episode. I moved through this game like a hot knife through butter, my guy. Especially the first few levels of the game, because they were on the demo disc that I had back in the before times. And I got real good at getting through the earlier levels quickly. Because in the demo I had, the faster you went, the more of the game you could get through. But you could only get to about the mausoleum. I don't think you could actually get to the boss fight. Yeah. Well, that demo disc was particularly cool, so... Because not only did it have MediEvil on it, it also had Working Out is Hard. Not only did it have Metal Gear Solid, or not only did it have this game, it had Metal Gear Solid, it had Tomb Raider 3, I think. Well, kids, it's time for a history lesson. As you all know, I'm a big history buff. There was a time when you had discs that had demos on them of games. This particular disc that I am talking about, I've only ever seen two, personally. This particular disc came from Pizza Hut. It also had Crash Bandicoot 3. So, if you want to know my Crash Bandicoot experience, I have the first level of 3 pretty much memorized. It may have been the first level. It was an underwater level, so I don't actually know if it was the first level. Nice. There was one that I played, it was the other one, but that one wasn't mine. But I played it, and it had demos for games that I would love the chance to play today. But I don't know what the demo disc was. I hardly remember any details about the game, other than I knew it was clearly a Japanese game. But I don't know anything other than that. And it was a Japanese game is pretty general. I mean, Mario was a Japanese game, so... Steel Harbinger? It was some sort of action RPG also, at least I'm pretty sure it was. I swear I remember the style being sort of chibi. I don't remember Steel Harbinger. I remember Wild 9. See, that sounds cool, but that also sounds like a premise that could be easily fucked up. does sound pretty bad. Through tentacle stabbing. So it was mechs versus mind flayers. A.
None shall enter.
That sounds like a cool plot. That's also pretty neat. Steel Harbinger. Well, I suppose I could always play Steel Hamburger, or whatever you call it. I don't know if I can do garbage gameplay and bad cutscenes. It sounds like a lot to swallow.
What have you done?
Oh yeah, no, that plot sounds amazing. I haven't heard it called an elevator pitch before, but I totally get why it would be called that. Kingdom Hearts is a fantastic elevator pitch, with an amazing execution. You know, the game is complete nonsense. Okay. I need... I don't think it's a self-insert fanfic with a budget, because I think that Sora's too stupid to be anybody. Okay, but a Mary Sue isn't always a self-insert. Also, again, Sora's a fucking moron who, like, generally people need to fucking hold his hand through the adventure. Sora's more like a plot device than a character. I wouldn't call him a Mary Sue. Yeah. I know I'm not wrong. I've played fucking Kingdom Hearts to death, man. I love Kingdom Hearts. I love Sora. He's just an idiot. Big, dumb idiot. Okay, yeah, I think I know of Steel Battalion. That was that crazy huge mech game, right? It had like a something. It had a controller that was worth 3 digits. I remember that much. Okay, we're not in fantastic shape. Fantastic. We're gonna kill these demons. Eventually. You know, I remember back when G4 was super focused on video games, they, I don't think it was on X-Play, but I remember that game, being talked about on something. Well, if the entire game was basically a tutorial, was the sequel essentially the actual game? It's like you learned all the controls in the last game. And now here we are. Because it always sounded really cool, just, you know, very complicated. Okay. I'm gonna switch to the crossbow. Like, you know what would be awesome here? The goddamn... Wow. You know what? Maybe I will switch back to the bow. It does more damage. Okay, I fucked up. For some reason I thought the chicken drumsticks were something I could eat. with basically no health. Oops. Oh, at some point the dev team should have been like, maybe we should make this less complicated. Oh. One more time. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, stop the dancing. Okay. Just gotta be smart. There we go. Sure, but he drowns, but he doesn't take fall damage. Ridiculous. See, that's what I said. And Brendan's answer was he doesn't have lungs, therefore he can't breathe underwater. I understand the idea of not being able to get back up, you know, but I have to say that I draw the line at not being able to breathe underwater. Or not being able to, like, function underwater, because, again, he doesn't have to breathe. I'll come back for that.
What have you done?
I can't tell if the gargoyle is actually on Xeroc's side or not. Because he keeps calling him Master, and yet he seems upset that I have done the thing that Xeroc wanted, which is to free the Shadow Demons. Gold shield needs repair. Yeah, I suppose I could make them a little testy. Wait. I don't have enough for the chalice yet. Means I'm missing a demon somewhere. That's okay, at least I needed that. Okay. Just have to not fuck this up. How hard can it be? I'm joking. My capacity for fucking things up is well known. And we're still averaging about 3 levels per episode though, so it's not bad. Oh. I also need, like, arrows and things. I can get the damn cup. Okay. Yes, I know. Demons and whatnot. Not even that impressive looking. Kill one of you. Woo! I'm the best. Well, alright. Could you imagine if I missed that jump? Oops. Fuck that up. I don't know why I felt the need to jump back to that platform. I mean, missing that jump wouldn't have, like, killed me. Because life bottles. I don't need them. I want them. Money. Oh yeah. You would have heard me scream in frustration. I'd have been like, fuck no! Alright. Come on, fire arrows, or something useful, I don't really care. I got a nice shield. I would like a better sword. Maybe one whose magic I didn't have to refill. Nope, flaming arrows it is.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is.
Or a bottle.
You fancy a little gamble, like?
Oh, flaming longbow. So you do know what it is. You're just being a twat. Anyway, we now have a flaming longbow, which is pretty rad. So if we were to go back to the scarecrow place, we could fucking wreck those scarecrows pretty easy. Okay. Well, we're gonna call this an episode, and we'll be back either later today or tomorrow, depending on my mood. Pools of the Ancient Dead. Sounds pretty neat. Well, we should probably rescue the mayor from their farm. Anyway, I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.